welcome back. Again, my name is Joshua Boy, and we are going to continue on with Disturbed. Last episode, we were trying to decide whether or not we're going to go right, left, or forward after we get sucked into a random cave underneath a cursed castle. Excuse me. As for what we're going to do now, I have absolutely no idea where we're going to go from here. So it should be really interesting to see where we're going to go. Alright, so let's go... Let's go right. Because apparently right's been... Oh, look, it divides again. Let's go right again. Let's just keep going right. The passage soon ends with an enlarged mushroom sitting in front of you. The steady river of water flows between you and the mushroom. We are not inspecting that mushroom. Let's go left. You walk forward into the dark, unsure of what lies beyond. 2 paths you may go. Where do you choose? You always choose right. You put your right hand on the wall and you keep going. As you make your way forward, you discover a large cavern. An old-looking ship rests against the edge of the lake with debris scattered about the surrounding area. Let's go check the ship out. The air is chilling and you fear it won't be a good idea to stay too long. The possibility of discovering something that can help you drives you to explore. I really hope that there's something good here and I don't die, because I have died so many times in this game now, it's not even funny. As you take a moment to observe your surroundings, you are only welcomed by the trickle of water brushing against the wood of the ship. You move about to see where you can go. Every footstep you take feels heavy as you hear the sounds of wood cracking underneath your feet. You feel the ship has been here for quite some time. You explore under the deck of the ship. Why would you do that? You are an idiot. Nothing but the sound of your own footsteps bounce about the structure of the ship. I don't want to do this. I'm absolutely scared. From one room to another, you come to discover a kitchen. Although there's nothing unique about it, you feel you should take a moment to inspect it. Let's inspect the drawers. The oven is not a good idea. You pull out one after another, finding they've been emptied. Dust spreads about the air as you disturb their rest. Great. Checking underneath, you discover a rusty knife resting on the floor. You find that there are plenty of hardened wrap droppings dotting the edge of the wall. You take the knife in hopes that you may defend yourself with it. Let's check the oven. You gaze downward. You find a pot. You gaze downward and open the oven door. Nothing but ash fill the oven chamber. You close the oven door. We're going to move on. Move on from the kitchen. And now we have a knife. So, you continue your glowing tour of the ship, only to find that there is nothing of use or value. You make your way back to the deck and decide to continue your search. Again, you find nothing but empty rooms, left to remain in dark solitude. You discover a door with fancy markings about the woodwork. Perhaps this is where the captain resided. Okay. This is all really creepy. You discover the room of the captain. Unlike the other parts of the ship, everything seems to have been left alone in this room. Before you rest an old wooden desk with papers and assumed belongings of the captain. There's a small bed off near the corner of the room and some chairs in the other. You have the feeling deep down that you shouldn't take anything. Other than the lamp and other objects, there's a small stack of papers, in contrast to a lone paper resting by itself. Approaching the desk, you begin to inspect the papers resting on the desk. Let's inspect a loan document. Notice to the crew. Due to our unexpected predicament, everyone is being split up into groups of 2 and 3. Scouting assignments will be given until we can find a more habitable place to settle. For now, we must do what we can. Stack of papers. Okay. Peering about the pages of this collective pile of documents, you realize that most of the personal notes or journal entries. You pick a few and begin to read. Day 7. The voyage has gone quite smooth as we begin our second week away from home. The spirits of the men are high as we anticipate the discovery of new lands that lay beyond our documented knowledge. It has been my dream to accomplish something world-changing. Together we move forward with full hearts and unbreakable spirits. I really hope that just means their spirits are unbroken and they don't turn into ghosts and are going to haunt me for the rest of this game. Day 66. It has been just over 2 months out at sea, and we have yet to discover anything new. We've recently suffered through many storms, and sickness has plagued the ship recently. Several of my favorite crew have passed on to the next life. You've only been out there 2 months, and all of this is going, you should just turn around. Let's see. I see the growing doubt in the eyes of my fellow laborers as our voyage continues day after day. Food rations have been cut in half, and fears that we may have to turn back. I dare not let myself think of failure. These men who have lost their lives, the sacrifices to make this voyage possible, I cannot let them be in vain. Yes, you can. You can definitely be in vain. Day 91. 3 months out. It has come to roughly 3 months out here on the endless blue. With much pain, we have turned around. Yes, we are headed for home port. We have just enough food to make it back. I just hope we have a smooth journey back. The spirits of the crew are low and bitter due to our failure. I do not let myself get caught up in thinking of it. Truly, we did not intend for this to happen. Didn't you, though? And now we're going to leave. Seeing that there's little left, you take your leave. The wood under your feet crackle as you exit the vessel. You make your way back to where the tunnel divides. So I guess we're going to go left now, because right turned out to be okay. You move forward into the darkness. Oh, look. Again. You see 3 separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which path do you choose? I honestly am not sure where we're going to go from here. Let's go right. Right hasn't failed us yet. We're back with the mushroom. We're not inspecting this. Go left. We're going to go back left. You walk forward into the dark, unsure of what lies beyond. We're going to go back left. Let's just go forward this time. You come to a divide. Which way do you go? Left or right? Let's just keep going right. You hear the subtle echo of shifting rocks before you. An eye appears before you as its gaze pierces the darkness. Before you do anything, tentacles burst from the ground and grip your body. It pulls you about, but you resist as much as you can. You remember the knife you have found and struggle to bring it out. With success, you hold the knife and begin to cut away the appendages that bind you. The room vibrates as you do cut, and the creature immediately leaves you alone. It takes you a moment to catch your breath. You come to a divide. Which way do you go? We're going to go right again. We're going to continue going right. Well, that's interesting. The path you walk comes to an end. Before you shines a pillar of light. The light rests on a corpse that seems to have been there for quite some time. Near the corpse stands a lone flower. For some reason, you feel hope enter your heart as you gaze upon the flower. Surely this flower will ease the pain of the scepter. You approach the flower and carefully pluck it from the ground. There is something special about this flower. Yeah, we're all going to die. Light continues to pierce through the darkness from an opening above. Surely this gives you some hope that not all is lost. Seeing that there's nothing else for you here, you turn around. So I guess we're going to go left now. Continue your way into the darkness. Alright, we've gone right, we've gone forward. We're going left now. You cautiously make your way through the darkness. You come to a split and pass. Which way do you go? Right looks like it's going up, and left looks like it's going further down. So let's go up the path. You struggle forward as the way before you becomes completely dark. You notice that there's a light off in the distance, and you continue to make your way forward. Yes! You made it out! Eventually, you make it into some sort of concrete room. Turning around, you see a hole in the wall where you came from. Your guess is it wasn't part of the initial design. You turn around to see a door. Though being little to nothing in the room, you decide to move on through the doorway. This still all looks bad. You notice that there are several markings on the door and floor, some of which scare you. You got a bad feeling about this place. So, real quick, we are going to save again, because this is absolutely terrifying. Right door, middle door, left room, inspect the supplies. Let's inspect the supplies. You walk about the room, browsing through the dust-covered storage. You find some rope in one of the boxes. It feels strong to the touch and has minimum wear. You decide to take the rope. See? I knew we had to inspect something. Let's go to the right door. Right door's always... Nope. Nope. You enter a small room. There's a large cauldron in the center of the room with wood resting beneath. There's nothing on the shelves as if someone cleaned this place out. You look into the pot, but find nothing in it. With nothing else to see, you exit the room. Okay, so now we're gonna... Let's go to the left. Sure. We just came from this room, I think. So we're gonna go to the middle door now, I guess. You enter a room full of metal cages. Before you is a hallway marked with questionable markings. You don't like the feeling you have about this place. Whatever was in these cages surely did not like to be locked up. You notice that there's an animal in the cage on the left of the room, but from the dark stains on its fur, it is dead. You cautiously walk down the hallway, entering a room with 2 cell doors. Before you can do anything, a large hound leaps in front of you. The beast doesn't look very vicious, but one wrong move can surely be the end of you. You pull out the knife and prepare for an attack. The dog reacts and starts to growl at you. We're so gonna die. See? The hound dashes at you and sinks its teeth into you. Even with the knife, you merely cut the beast before it knocks the knife out of your hand. You don't survive long and die a painful death. Your adventure ends here. Okay, well, you know what, guys? With that, we're gonna go ahead and end the episode. Um, we'll come back later. I'm gonna go ahead and do some editing and get these things posted. And thank you all for viewing. Again, I'm Joshy Boy, and this has been a really interesting play for Let's Play Disturbed. All right, so I'll see y'all next time. Adios.